welcome back to our second tutorial. And remember, we'll do a recap before we continue. We talked about HTML. HTML is a markup language. It's called hypertext markup language. Remember, HTML is not a programming language. So HTML works with web development. You want to design a website, maybe a responsive website. HTML works with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So I will simply define these three for you. HTML is the skeletal part of your websites. CSS is for styling. You want to design your website, and JavaScript is for making it be responsive and user-friendly. All right, so let's continue. So we talked on the document type. So what does it mean? Say all HTML documents must start with the type declaration. So we have declared this document type HTML, and also remember HTML begins with a HTML tag and it ends with a HTML tag. You have to understand that it begins with a HTML tag and it ends with a HTML tag. So what's next? Okay, we have our head, and in the head section we have a title. Remember, anything you put on the head, anything that's placed inside the head cannot be seen on the body. Anything you place on the head section cannot be visible on the browser. Yeah, so okay, we are going to be starting up with our next, and we are going to be working with the body. So what is the body part of a HTML? Is the visible part of your document. So whatever you're going to be working with the body, anything you're going to be putting on the body is what is going to be visible on your browser. So okay, let's get started. Okay, now I'm going to give you space. I have to put this down because we're going to be writing a lot of codes. Yeah. All right, so I'll start with this body. Close it. So I have created a body tag. This is the opening tag, this is the closing tag. So it's very important. So HTML, have to understand HTML works with beginning and the end tag. Yeah, so remember our HTML has a beginning and it has end tag. Even our head section, our title, yeah. So you have to understand this while working with the HTML documents. So okay, what is next? We are going to be working with the body. Okay, now first inside my body I'm going to, okay, today we are going to be working on HTML headings. So you have to understand HTML works with headings. It's the size you want to have on your text. So most times when you get to your browser, you see the text, they have different sizes. So today we are going to be solving that. So how do you get it done? All right, so HTML has 6 different heads. So you have header 1, you have header 2, you have header 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 1 is the biggest and 6 is the smallest. So we're going to practice that now so you see it. So okay, I'm going to be working on this now. So now I will say, okay, in my H1 I will say, let me use caps lock on. My name is Solomon and I am a web developer. Okay, that's for my H1. So okay, I will do for H2. Remember, this is the second to the biggest. So H1 is the biggest, H2 is second to the biggest. So I'm going to, because of time, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy it, then I will place it here. sorry. Okay, all right, so I've been able to place it. So I'm going to have h3, the open tag and the closing tag, and I'm going to place this here, Ctrl V, then to the fourth one, that is h4, and I'm going to paste it, then h5, the opening and the closing tag, then I'm going to close it, then the last, that is h6, that is the smallest heading in our HTML document. H6 for the opening and the closing, so I'll give a space, Ctrl V, save. So now I've been able to list out the different headings in a HTML document. So remember, we started with H1, that's the biggest, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. So you have to understand that we don't have H7. So HTML document starts, it has just 6 different heading sites. So we have H1, H2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to save this now and run it on my browser. So now I'm going to refresh this now. Oh wow, so you see now, this is the H1, this is the H2, this is H3, 4, 5, and 6. So you see that 1 is the biggest, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. So 6 is the smallest. Yeah. So what if I want to, let's go back to our Visual Studio. Now I want everything here to be on H1, so I'm just going to, okay, I'm going to remove this. So I'll copy this now. And I'm going to paste it. Sorry. Okay, so everything here is on H1, so I'm going to save it. Always don't forget to save your work once you're done coding. So I will come here, I'll refresh my page. Oh, so everything is on H1 here. So maybe I'm working on a document, I'm working on a project, and I want my heading size to be on H1. So this is it. So I have H1, 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 H1. Yes. So we have been able to run the HTML headings, and it's very, very important when you're working with the HTML project. Headings are very, very important. Yes. So okay, and for the next tutorials, we are going to be doing some more work. We're going to be working with the paragraph, we're going to be working with line break, and we're going to be working with horizontal lines. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next class.